I copy that.
That signal died 9 minutes ago.
Ranger Hadley, GPS bounced once, then 0.
Once is enough. Pull the coordinates.
Already on it. Relay ping off a fire tower.
Then we're already late.
Abandoned logging mill. One road in, one out.
He picked it on purpose, knows every ridge.
So we're driving straight into a bottleneck bet.
Gear up. We go now. He wants us on this road. Only way up.
You think this is a setup?
I think he doesn't do random. Stay sharp. Kill your radio. We go dark from here.
Copy. Sidearm light vest, that's our kit.
That's it. I take center line, you flank high.
No, I'm faster. Give me the catwalk side.
Fine, don't get creative. Find the Ranger. Contact light inside. Someone's in there. Witness located. Alive. Zip tied. Moving to...
Cutting him free! Cover me!
Contact high. Shooter on the platform.
He was waiting for us. He was waiting!
Suppressing. Move, move, move!
Flanking right! Keep his head down!
You came fast. Not fast enough. He's dug in! I can't displace him!
I got the angle. 2 more seconds!
You followed the signal, like I knew you would.
Drop the weapon. On the ground. Now.
No, you're exactly where I need you.
Cole, he's stalling. Something's wrong.
Take the shot.
Grenade!
Smoke! He's running on me! I got nothing. He's in the trees.
Gone. Pre-planned exit. He had this wired. Cole, get back in here. Now.
What have you got?
Faces. Routes. Dozens of targets. All marked.
This isn't where he hides. This is where he plans.
He didn't take me to hide me.
What do you mean?
He wanted you here. This side of the ridge. The real thing's running out there.
Bait. We were the bait.
Right now.
We didn't find him. He found us.
Everything past that ridge, we got nothing.
Whatever he's running out there is already moving.
So what do we do?
Well, this is exactly what we local users are missing right now. It took me about 3 hours to put this entire episode together. That includes the script, characters, environments, and a full 2.5-minute video with 12 different scenes. Doing this so fast was only possible because of the native storytelling workflow inside TopView's Drama Studio. With this tool, AI video is evolving beyond just generating random short clips. It is moving into full episodic storytelling. It works well if you are a mobile creator or just someone who values their time. Here is where you start creating your script. You just click the Drama Studio option here and then type your idea. My idea was simple. I wanted a detective story set in a remote area with a high-stakes abduction. Needed fast-paced action, tense dialogue, and driving scenes. I turned that basic idea into this highly detailed outline and script using the built-in writing assistant. By clicking this drop-down, you get 3 options. I chose the top-tier writer for my script. It gives the best quality and natural dialogue, but it does take longer. Next, make sure to select if you want a series or a single episode. I went with the single episode format. After that, you pick the art style. For my video, I chose theatrical cinematic. Down here, you select the aspect ratio and the episode duration. I used the manual option and entered 150 to get my 2.5-minute length. You can also enable the auto review switch here. Finally, click confirm and start creating. It will take a minute since we picked the heavy-duty writer model. Here is our outline. First, we have the ultimate goal. We need to rescue the abducted park ranger before the fugitive escapes. A distress call cuts through the precinct. Cole, the lead detective, traces the signal to an abandoned logging mill. He starts an immediate pursuit with the rookie detective Indigo. When they arrive, a close-quarters gunfight breaks out. It turns out the abduction was just bait to drag the cops out there and hide a bigger criminal operation. Now, I did not write this script myself. It was all done by the platform's AI writer. If you are an actual writer, you will probably spot some flaws in the flow. This does not replace real human creativity, but it does lower the barrier for non-writers to test ideas. It also helps pros brainstorm different angles. Plus, you can always edit and refine the text as you go. Let's move on to generating the characters, locations, and props. The model has already generated the descriptions we need, so let's click on Generate All Character Images. Here is Detective Cole, Detective Indigo, the Fugitive, and the Ranger. You can export all these character sheets straight to your local hard drive by clicking here. Next, click on the Environments tab. Then click Generate All Environments to get your shots. Here are our locations. We have the police incident room, the road, the outside of the mill, and the inside. Let's export these as well and move on to the props. Here we have the map, the police cruiser, the sidearm, the smoke grenade, and the photo wall. Everything looks solid. Now let's create the beat sheet. This takes a moment because the model has to process beats for 12 separate clips. Once it finishes, click Enter Video Production right here. And here's the prompt for the first clip. You can select the resolution here. I highly recommend keeping it at 720p to save credits. Then just click Generate Video. It costs 13 credits and takes a bit to render. And there we go. Here is the first clip.
I copy that. That signal died 9 minutes ago.
Ranger Hadley, GPS bounced once, then 0.
Once is enough. Pull the coordinates.
Already on it. Relay ping off a fire tower.
Then we're already late.
Now this part is important. If your next shot picks up exactly where the current one left off, you need to check this box. You can figure that out just by reading the script. However, there is a technical trade-off. As the platform clearly mentions, each continuation slightly reduces the image quality. You should only use this for adjacent shots in the exact same setting. My last 3 scenes were adjacent and in the same setting. I definitely noticed the quality drop by that final clip.
Anything past that ridge, we got nothing.
Whatever he's running out there is already moving.
So what do we do?
I tried generating a shot without the continuation box checked, but it lost all consistency.
We didn't find him. He found us.
Everything past that ridge, we got nothing.
Whatever he's running out there is already moving.
So what do we do?
Moving on to upscaling, here is the enhanced version. You can see the credit cost here to bump a 720p clip to 1080p. If you want to upscale and interpolate frames to 60 frames per second, it costs double at 2.6 credits. Pushing it to 4K at 60 frames per second demands 10.4 credits. To put that in perspective, generating a standard 720p clip with Seedance 2 costs 12 credits. So local users can save their platform credits for base generations. Just run your outputs through your own RTX super resolution and frame interpolation workflows locally. Once you finish generating your clips, you can click the export button right here. This will merge and download everything as a single video file. Seedance 2.0 is a very consistent and capable model, but it still has a few quirks. As you saw, the female detective gets into the car while it is already moving fast. I had to cut that mistake out using my video editor, so don't be surprised if you run into a bad generation here and there. To be honest, it is very difficult to get this level of fast-paced action and complex camera movement with our local models right now. Beyond that, TopView's built-in Drama Studio lets you build everything from scratch in about 3 hours. Having a unified workflow lets you actually focus on the story. So if you are working on a short drama or an action series on a tight deadline, this is a solid option. That is, if the credit cost aligns with your project. You can test the platform for yourself using the link in the description. See you in the next video.